Oh, I know what I could tell you guys. I introduced all of Lindsay's family to Die Hard on Christmas. We watched it on Christmas Day.
No one had seen it?
No
Ever?
one had seen it. Ever. Not even her dad.
Fuck.
Is he
I
even a
know.
dad?
I know.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
He's not a dad.
And they sat through it and watched it all, enjoyed it.
Oh, they
it was a
hated it.
great fucking Christmas
They
day.
had to have hated it.
I was so happy.
They had to have hated it.
No. It
No?
was a great movie. What do you mean? Who hates Die Hard?
People who haven't seen it yet are the people who would hate
Who
it.
don't have the nostalgia
I
for
mean,
it.
yeah.
Let's see.
They weren't like jumping up and down like this is the best movie ever.
They hated it.
Welcome to Our Film Fathers Podcast, the definitive podcast about fatherhood, film, and fatherhood in film. This is Jelani, and with me as always are an immature, wisecracking ski bum and a guy who dances the lambada, Martin and Brady.
Taste death, live life.
Does anyone have a problem with that? Half-naked girls walking around at 9 a.m.? Last year, they were completely naked at this time.
This week, we're hitting the slopes for a double feature of epic snow-covered absurdity with Ski Patrol and Ski School. Two movies that are so awesomely bad, they're practically a genre of their own. These movies didn't just give us over-the-top stunts and outrageous one-liners. They gave us a masterclass in 90s cheese, complete with wild party scenes, slapstick comedy, and characters who probably should have been banned from the mountain. But let's be honest, that's exactly why we love them. Are they timeless treasures of the so bad it's good category? Or just a pair of frosty missteps best left in the bargain bin?
I want to hear from Brady first before I say anything.
Well, I was a proponent of us doing these movies,
Yeah.
and that's saying something that I haven't seen these in quite some time.
Since 91?
Maybe. Well, I know because I bet I watched them for a couple years after the fact. I enjoyed falling right back into these, and as I've said on other episodes, Ski School, anyone that's walking their dog on my street during the time was probably curious if I was watching a straight up porn.
I don't think I've ever seen Ski School.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
so this is my first time watching it. I enjoyed it. I'd seen Ski Patrol. I thought a bunch of times it must have been only 9 years old when I watched it because I remember liking it and I watched it this time.
I
I'm
think
like,
it played all
this
through the
movie
90s.
is terrible.
So bad.
It was so bad. Why
So
did
bad.
I ever think it was good?
Because you were 9 years old.
because I was 9 years, and that's what I kept going back to that. I'm like,
And then you're locked in because,
yeah,
it's
but
just
ski,
people
and Ski
partying.
School, I know why I didn't watch when I was 9 years old
Right.
or 10.
Yeah.
I probably was trying to on some scrambled screen or something. But
Ski School was made for USA Up All Night.
hell yeah.
1000%.
I think that's probably where I watched it, like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
I bet a quarter of the people in the movie were also in silk stockings at some point along the line.
Darlene Vogel sure was. She was also on Pacific Blue, which was another USA. I was locked into USA
We know.
all since the day.
I like that you
Since
act
day
like
one.
that somehow ended.
No.
The Hitchhiker, Swamp Thing. Did you watch all
Oh,
those?
Renegade, got them all.
Oh, yeah, Renegade. I forgot about Renegade. Wait, that was Lorenzo Lamas?
Yeah.
That wasn't on USA.
Yeah, it was. It was syndicated.
I thought that was on WPWR Power 50.
It probably was on both. But,
Okay, it might have went over. That's funny.
But Ski School, the far superior movie.
Oh, far superior.
And it's got a lot of things I like.
I mean,
Hell
even
yeah.
outside of
I
all
could
that,
give
it was a lot.
I could take a couple things from there and put them into Ski Patrol. That movie's getting better.
Right, but it's not just that. Like Ski Patrol, watching it now, and I think I probably understand why I liked it when I was 9. It felt like just a bunch of like sitcom episodes to me. Like you could have just taken like 30 minutes, 3 or 4 episodes and made this like some kind of a series as opposed, because that's what it was. It was just like lighthearted, stupid hijinks where, the character knows how to dance and they have this one guy, crazy guy with split personalities running down the mountain,
That's one of the more
there's like the Steve Urkel character or something.
And that's one of the more memorable things I think from being young is that for whatever that
Yes.
guy's unimportant really to the movie,
Right.
but and it's just weird as hell. But it's like for some reason that sticks out as something that I remembered. I can tell you what I didn't remember, is that George Lopez was in
Yeah.
this.
100%. He shows up, and I'm like, wait a minute, what?
I was like, my comment was, I was like, maybe the only George Lopez role I've ever liked.
But like, yeah, I feel like he had a TV show, or still does, right? He's been in a couple.
He's got a couple of TV
He's
shows.
probably
So
on
it just,
something.
yeah, it felt very. And then Paul, how do you say his last name? Paul
Feig.
Feig.
Paul
Feig,
Yeah,
who's
no one knows.
Nobody knows the amount of times we say that.
I know, right?
it's in the lexicon. But yeah, Paul Feig, who I would just recognize the name, and then I wouldn't really know from anything. But yeah, he's Stanley in this.
You don't remember him from Heavyweights?
Yeah, we
I
talked about
do,
that.
yes. Now, but I didn't. I told you I didn't watch Heavyweights
Right.
as a kid, so didn't recognize him even then.
But then has gone on to become a very
director,
yeah.
and a
Famous
writer.
director.
Does he write? Some
I think
of this
so.
Stuff?
Yeah, probably.
Somewhat impactful to the world of movies.
of comedies,
Yeah.
for sure.
I was struggling through Ski Patrol. Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
I think the nostalgia just worked for me the whole way through, and believe me, not in a way that made me think it was like good.
Right.
It's definitely not. I mean, it isn't supposed to be, and I don't think, and it isn't ever gonna be. But for me, it was very much just enjoying watching something that I remembered watching a lot of. I mean, we've talked about this over and over again. There's movies that we've done, and I've hated every second of it because I didn't. If you don't have any connection to it, and even if you do, apparently, you are probably not going to enjoy. Like, there's no one that is in their 20s or 30s right now that's going to watch this movie for the first time and maybe not even finish it. Like, like this is really, really bad.
It's definitely a time capsule, right? Like it's very late 90s.
It checked a
But
lot
it's
of
not
those.
even
sorry,
late
early-
90s. Yeah, I was going to say
late
late
80s,
80s,
early
early
90s,
90s.
But
yes.
it checked a lot of, it's like, oh, we have the fun crowd versus the preppy rich crowd. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
those things those were tropes that played
There's
a lot
of
back then.
a lot of tropes in this movie.
Classic foreign girl as it comes in. You know,
But
you know what's good? Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
You know what's really, really good about this movie? The skiing.
Yeah,
The skiing
some of
is
the skiing
really,
is
really good. I mean, like that's actually impressive. Like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, a lot of the stuff that they were doing, I was like, this is awesome. Actually, like that's probably why it played, was because you got to actually see some sweet skiing moves and jumps and tricks. I don't know, all the lexicon.
Do you guys like ski? Love to ski?
I skied back then when I saw these, and I was feeling like anything was possible on the mountain.
Yeah, I would say the same. I used to ski. I have not skied in several
I couldn't even
decades.
I still don't have any lift tickets on the jacket anymore.
No.
You would keep them all on. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I took the kids. I think we may have talked about this before, but I took the kids to Beaver Creek 2 years ago.
Where's that?
In Colorado.
Okay.
And it was great. They love it now. Brecklin wants to go again. She asks. I don't know if we'll.
She's going to go to Breck?
Go to Breckenridge. Is Breck, you going to go to Breck? But I'd love it. So that's the thing that kept me going with Ski Patrol as well. Ski School, other things kept me going. But with Ski Patrol, it's just loving that lifestyle.
And that's where I think it checked. We were young and like we were skiing at
you
that
want
time.
to be able
and,
to
like,
do that. Like just to be a ski bum and
Be a ski bum. They even had they were right on the edge of snowboarding, so they showed the snowboarding in there, and you're like, oh, that's right. Like snowboarding was just getting popular, and
it wasn't even totally around at that
Right.
point.
it just would be the life is cool. On the mountain.
And that's where I think that you had multiple movies made that dealt with the ski life, because it was a whole entire environment that they could ski. I actually thought, I mentioned the skiing, but maybe I'm wrong. I felt to me like the aerial filming for a lot of the skiing was pretty advanced and awesome for like 1990. I don't know. For me, it felt like almost like drone worthy stuff. It's like, wow, how did you actually even film some of this stuff?
well, I would say that, and then also
gold, Jerry.
in both of them when they're showcasing the people going off the jumps.
Yeah.
Like those are some unique camera angles there too.
Yeah,
like,
I
you're
think
like,
those
okay.
are. I think they kind of, in some regards, were really well shot. But albeit for
There were a couple scenes in Ski Patrol
those
or Ski School.
those people went on to like make the X Games work. Like they were like, I know how to film that shit.
Yeah. I didn't love the whole like Leslie. What's his name? Leslie. I want to say Leslie Jones, but it's not Leslie Jones.
The patrol
Yeah.
guy. the little short guy,
the Lilliputian,
taking the pills.
taking the pills, but just like, and then every
Trying
time
to
he
grow.
tripped over to the dog,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that
which
got old
I
real
remembered
quick.
That's
all-
what I'm saying. Very sick comedy.
all that. Yeah, totally.
But then he's friends with the dog because the dog saved
Yeah.
his life by the end. You know, I
Right.
don't know. It just it was a lot of silly.
Leslie
stupid
Jordan
little
is
vignettes.
Leslie Jordan.
is his
Yes.
actor's name.
What's he from, or what do we know him?
Yeah, what else is he from?
I want to say
Johnny?
like Carol Burnett,
Oh,
like that,
Maybe.
or like the Laugh-In or something like that area. But I've seen him in like he's in Blues Brothers.
he's definitely not from his. Those are not his top
No.
known fors. I'm scrolling back just to see why you're.
But yeah, I think he's been a comedy actor, and I feel like he's like part of like a comedy ensemble, or just like pops up like with Martin Mull and other things like that.
okay.
And shows
Martin Mull was, yeah,
that Martin Mull has been in. But yeah, all the like the pratfalls. Although I did laugh when they get first introduced the rest of the ski patrol, and Vanya turns around. I'm like,
Yeah,
Vanya.
I know. I saw,
That's the gold.
and the guy's name is Jerry Kramer. I'm like, is this,
I did not
is this-
pick up on that.
Is this Seinfeld, like through and through, or what's going on?
But yeah, I could have done without like the TK Carlson's role of like being the
TK Carter.
Carter, sorry. Being
Iceman?
the Iceman, being the singer and dancer, and like
With
the
his
house
machine.
parties, his machine.
With this, like, with a tape deck,
I can
essentially.
I can record it in two
do
voices.
anything. And why did Paul Feig have to come out dressed up
Tina
as
Turner?
Tina Turner.
Because it's the
Talent
90s.
contest.
right? Cross dressing was
But
big.
they were like, we need you to dance. But they're like, I guess they already had him dance. So instead, they don't have him dance at all. They just have him sing with balloons, balloons for breasts.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what? They won. They won that
They won
$1,000.
They won that $1,000 to get George Lopez out of jail. To what now? To win a ski competition?
Yeah, they needed an explosives expert to come over and then fuck up.
It's calibrated 50 degrees
50
off.
degrees
or something.
off.
There's just so much stupid shit in this movie.
And they blew up that house. That for what? Like what?
I
Whose
find
house
it-
was that?
I'm disappointed you guys don't love this.
And well, maybe if it had more attractive people in it.
Yeah, like I said, they're
No, not even like
no,
the
yeah.
naked, the
Just
nudity.
trust me, it would be better.
It would be better, but like, but even the people that are in it, they're not like super hot. Like, they
There's
could have
a-
gotten some hot people.
Decent amount of feathery hair on the lead, Roger Rose.
Yeah, is that Jerry Kramer or
That's
the,
Jerry
the other-
Kramer,
the other,
yeah.
like the bad guy? That
No,
look
no,
like,
no.
Look like the what's his name from Shrinking, the husband that you love,
Oh, Ted McGinley.
Ted McGinley. I feel like the other guy kind of looked like
That's
Ted McGinley.
Corbin Timbrook.
Yeah, there. That's probably his name. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to figure out Roger Rose. He the lead. Yeah, It's funny. This is not his known for. Like,
I mean, that's impossible.
I know.
Impossible. What's he known for?
Happy Feet. He's a leopard seal voice.
Okay.
Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I'm sure you
Does he
have.
play Tommy?
Steven.
Oh, okay.
Justice League War.
Voice.
Again, it's ridiculous. Hence the impossibility of this game.
Yeah.
That he would not be known for this because of him being. I mean, anyone. But would you know it by name? I would. I wouldn't have
No.
known it by name. He definitely was.
Who was the guy? Like, I think he showed up for like one thing, but the guy who skied down the stairs and threw the door out,
Yeah,
and just landed in the snow. Like they only showed him one time.
yeah.
I thought maybe that was Paul Feig, but I was
He's dead. He died. Good news, bad news.
There's a place in
But sorry,
go ahead.
real quick, because I don't want to forget it, because I had a note. Other Roger Rose, he's also in the season or the first ever episode of Seinfeld.
oh well, there's something.
Yeah, and he
'Cause of Jerry Kramer.
plays Mark. Yeah, 'cause Jerry Kramer. That's right. I mean, you got to be. No, sorry. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say that there's a place in the Cosmo in Vegas that's a little ski lodge themed like speakeasy, like it's in a hidden door, and they have this poster up there.
Fucking awesome.
I think I sent it to you once because I know you love this movie.
I
was like, and it's great. They have like the shot ski, and it's just like this really small bar that all the wait staff is dressed up in their 80s
Ski gear.
ski gear. Very. It looks like they came out of this movie basically.
so awesome.
Yes, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we skied.
Mulled wine. I'm sure served.
For us, it was like we could go ski. You know, growing up in the mountainous Iowa plains, you know, our skiing options were Sundown, which was in
Been to Sundown.
not Dyersville, but right next
Dubuque?
Basically, Galena.
It is
I
in
thought.
Dubuque, yeah.
Dubuque.
It's in Dubuque, ish,
Yeah.
adjacent at least. Andalusia, which is somewhere, and then Galena,
Chestnut.
Chestnut Mountain, Galena.
Chestnut Mountain in
so
Galena.
that was it. So like it was like a church trip or whatever it was, whatever could get you there.
Yep.
It was. We would go. I mean, I definitely loved it when we went. I mean, I'd like all day long. It was awesome. But yeah, one of those things that faded away as I got older, and now I feel like I would be just asking for an injury.
So I took ski lessons at Villa Olivia in Bartlett, Illinois. So there's a hill there, and then, you know, they would make snow and whatever. And one of the things that I will hold to this day, like in a memory of mine, is we had ski lessons on Friday afternoons. So it was like, you know, dark, but they had the lights on the hill and they were playing music, and Real Love by Mary J. Blige was playing over the loudspeakers. So every time I hear that song, I think of skiing. But we also had a ski trip that went to Chestnut Mountain. It was like a 3-day thing, and you'd like get out of school for 3 days and go ski basically. And it was great.
We did that in junior high, but I can't remember where. I think we went to Sundown because I think that was. But that seems like it might
Devil's
be too
Head,
far.
maybe
Devil's Head.
up in Wisconsin.
Those are the funny
Yes,
things. Like
Devil's Head.
the odds are impossibly against it. But like how amazing it would be if like we were young kids skiing on the same mountain at the same time. You know, unbeknownst to anybody. Yeah, it was. Those were good for sure. Good times. Like
I think I've been to Villa Olivia.
Villa Olivia.
Yeah, but we went like tubing. I think. Did
Yeah.
they have a tube?
I'm sure they do now.
Yeah, but I only went like a couple years ago with the kids. Yeah.
I love a good tube.
Oh,
I was watching those and thinking about you when you just snow tube coming over the speaker. I'm like, this is made for Brady right here.
It's just
We did go sledding this past weekend.
we've been going in our backyard. The kids have been going in our backyard.
Oh, yeah, you
It's
guys
barely
got a
been enough.
decent-
It's decent's the
For the kids.
strongest
For the
term.
kids,
For it, the best part about it's a short walk up. Like it's just,
Right.
but they love it. They think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Mila now is so every year is just such an advancement in like the fearlessness. I mean, she's like going like right next to the trampoline
Yeah.
base, and we're like no, and she's laughing. Mary's like, watch. She does the same thing every time. So we're like looking out the window, and she like goes down the hill, and she always like looks at the house, and then she turns away from the house, and Mary's like, and now she's eating snow, and like 4 times down, exact same move every time because she's been yelled at not to do it. So she always
Why
like
can't
looks
you eat snow?
because her mom worries about everything.
Because it's like
I
might have
haven't-
some microbes in there.
I
or
haven't
something.
yelled at her once.
It's not yellow. That's the only
That's
thing you
what
have
I
to
said.
do.
I was like, so I just got to teach her about yellow snow.
Brown,
That's
I
all we got
guess.
to do.
You don't want dirty snow.
I just think it's funny. And she's like, no, watch. She does it all the time. And she does. She looks at the house, and then she looks the other way and like hides it with her body, and you can see her head like moving around, and she's totally
Like,
like,
Mom can't see me.
it just made
I'm
me
invisible.
laugh. It's the type of shit kids would always think. You're like, you think you're getting away with these things, and like the parents always know what's going on because it's so obvious that it's not even like you're hiding it, but you think you're being covert.
You know who else I saw sledding in their yard, in their front yard, was Jimmy Pop and his kids.
Oh, nice.
They have a pretty good hill in the front. I'm like, that'd be pretty nice to have.
Yeah, I
To
mean,
just be able to do it in your
yeah, I
front
mean,
yard.
we like you guys have seen. My backyard is not big, but like there is a little bit of a hill. It's enough that you can actually get speed, and like with some of the sleds are like slicked up, so you can
Yeah, you got that
cover some
Clark
ground.
Griswold lube.
Yeah, but it does. Literally, I wasn't joking though. The best part is like you don't have to walk up a huge ass hill to go do it again. It's like you could. I mean, they were out there for an hour. You go up and down.
Do they have sleds or do they have snowboards? What are your kids?
No,
sledding?
Roman has a. It would be like a snowboard shape, and it has like a handle. You can kind of stand up on it. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what the name of it is, but
Yeah, Nolan has one of those too.
and then there's they have a couple other sleds. We have some actual ones that are to sit down on. And then there's I don't even know. They're pretty kid like, but they are slick, and so they kind of go fast. So the kids love them. They think they're great.
We do have a snow tube.
Yeah, we got a couple snow tubes. The boys have some snowboards that have like the the rope handle where you could like hold it if you wanted to, or you can just kind of like drop it. But do you guys remember torpedo sleds? That was like the brand. They were plastic, but they were like they were just rigid enough where like you could hold them and run.
Yeah.
And then when you hit, like it wouldn't like crumple up on you, but it'd still hold.
Yeah.
Like those were the best. Like you'd see somebody who had one of those, you're like, "Hey, let me borrow that real quick." They're like, "No, dude, I gotta get these runs in." But like you said, I remember walking up the hills, and then somebody would inevitably build like a jump at the bottom.
Yeah. You always had a little bit of a hill.
Little bit of a bump.
Take the point.
If we had more snow, there, like not far from us, there's the reservoir area. There's like that's where I would take Roman sledding when he was when we lived at our other place, and it's. You'd have to walk up, and that sucks. But like, it's a good ride down. And there's a couple trees you got to kind of make sure you take the right path, or else bail out on. But and we actually watched a woman hit like this big bush one time, and we all just sat. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this right now. But she got up. I was like, all right, we're fine. I love sledding.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
Sledding's great.
One year we had like part of the hill like iced over. So it wasn't snow, but it was just a sheet of ice down the hill. So we just all slid down that instead, and
It's a slip and slide.
basically, and then there was a fence at the
Yeah, but
end.
there's no dragging your feet at that one to
Right.
slow you down.
So you kind of just like went like squirreled to like slow yourself down to like give as much. And one kid just went as fast, like he was going fast, and we saw him, and he just slammed right into the fence. But it was like it's a wooden like two bars fence, like it's post and then a railroad
Did he
tie
get
or
his head
pin.
stuck?
No, he just slammed
Little
into it
Rascals or
hard. And we all just started laughing because it was like, dude, you knew that fence was there. We've been sledding on it all day. And I remember him just looking up and screaming at us, "It's not funny." And we're all just at the top of the hill laughing.
It's very funny.
Yeah, it's very.
About the funniest thing you could have done.
Right.
Yeah, I liked the moment, when they were all celebrating and partying on the hill while the snobs were,
Bringing whatever
living the high
floaties
life.
they could bring.
100%. Yeah, wrecking.
The alligator one
music,
blew up.
but yeah, man, there's
Something about ski school.
something about ski school,
A certain je ne sais quoi.
guys. I like tits, and there's a lot of them.
It was, like I said, I'd never seen it, so it was.
If you saw the poster, you'd have an inkling.
It was pretty much what I expected it to be, and it made it. I think it made the whole lifestyle seem a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, I mean
It
it's
was
straight up.
definitely of a time.
Straight up partying a lot more. The whole entire vibe is everyone is trying to hook up, party, and wreck other people's
Parties.
Right.
lives.
And just ski well.
And ski,
Like Section 8.
By the way, we're skiing.
By the way, we're awesome skiers too.
Yeah. And then I just love the fact that they actually had tried to have like a competition.
Right.
Where it was like, oh, you have to do the slalom and you have to like.
Section 8's moving up.
Right. And they're like,
What is, wow.
no, just have them party and ski all the time.
I was like, so no DQs then, right? Like you can apparently do whatever you want to
Anything
anyone
you want.
at any time. You could essentially threaten their lives
Right.
by damaging their equipment. All good.
Yeah,
they
nobody
just
cares.
lose points.
the judge is up there just stepping on his skis and throwing his bindings.
I was like, this isn't even like they're not even hiding it.
Yeah. But so the as I said, far better movie. It hit the 12-year-old me well.
Yeah.
he was enjoying
It's a
it.
12 to 17-year-old me quite well.
And
It really just it checked all. It did all the same. It did all the things that, like, to our point, Ski Patrol did, but it did them better and it did them funnier and raunchier, which as a teenager is exactly what you want.
yeah.
Do you guys recognize the main actor? I think Dean Cameron was the name or whatever.
Is that Kirk's brother?
Maybe. But like from another school movie?
Ski School 2?
No.
Isn't he
Summer School.
Summer school.
Yeah,
That's
and
right. Yes.
The other guy, the guy that's like the ladies' man or whatever, for whatever reason, like he's in summer school too. So there's two summer school.
Are they both?
Which one was the ladies' man? Oh, you mean
Fitz.
the really dumb guy? Was it Fitz? Yeah.
Fitz. Yeah. He was
No, not Fitz.
You mean John? Johnny? The guy who
No, not Johnny.
His
The one
name.
that
The good
Mr.
skier?
Ed. The one that
Mr. Ed?
they call him Mr. Ed.
Yeah, they call him Mr. Ed because he's just
The big
dumb or
goofy
whatever.
guy.
Big goofy guy, but all
Oh,
the ladies seem to like him.
yeah, Ed Young.
Ed Young.
Patrick Lebiortois.
He is. He's from Jag.
Oh, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Sorry, let me go ask a grandparent if they recognize him.
So, anybody that watches CBS.
Yeah, like I said,
CBS.
it's the Tates and grandparents.
Who's in Blue Bloods?
Tom Selleck.
No, but I mean, like, who from this is in Blue Bloods?
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
I don't know. I
somebody.
know Tom Brady's baby mama's in Blue Bloods.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, did you see Darlene Vogel earlier?
Yeah.
But she's in this, not in Patrol.
No, she's in Pacific Blue.
I know, but she's in School, not Patrol.
No, I said School.
Oh, okay. I just saw her name right now
Yeah.
listed.
He
Yeah.
knows the difference between these two movies, okay? Stop giving him shit, Brady.
I would like to see a little bit more of Paulette.
Yeah, you like Paulette?
I think we all did. I think they set the table that it was.
It's like, why aren't you going to show a little bit more of Paulette?
Yeah, everyone's
They
clearly
teased us.
signed up for the same thing here, and I thought it was coming. I'll be honest, it didn't.
Somebody was coming.
I heard it as it came out of my mouth. Wait, what? Stop.
This movie. But yeah, it's just like I think Lindsay knew I was watching both these movies. She's just like, "You're still watching these ski movies?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a simpler time. Like, just watch a little bit of this with me."
Oh, I don't even know. Mary did not try.
It was more Ski Patrol. I think she was watching.
I
Ski
didn't
School,
try
but-
to force it.
Yeah.
About the time I mean, legitimately, I told you guys this via text, but I'm like, it's just so bright and clear looking in our window.
Yeah,
and
get some blinds.
I don't want blinds. Like,
He's like, I'm not ashamed. Just walk on by.
just,
I'm watching Ski School. All right,
Yeah.
for the 100th time.
but I mean,
favorite movie.
for a stretch there, I'm like, I'm watching the whole. I'm like, it does look like I'm watching a porn at this
right.
point. Like,
Yeah, they're in the hot tub. He's looking at Paulette. Like, there's a lot of some problematic.
Victoria
things.
there is just really bearing it all for all to see, and she was the one who ended up buying the resort.
Oh yeah, right. Yes.
There was when they're on the mountain and they flash Reed. As
Oh,
he's
all
trying
three
to,
of them?
Yeah, when
Nice.
they're trying to ski.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was. And then I just loved the fact that the Reed and his crew were all like in the ski, we're the best skiers, and then the Dave and his crew had like all the bright colors and total
How you could tell
80s,
them apart,
90s,
for
right?
sure.
The goofy ones that he's wearing a hat and he's wearing it backwards. So he's got sunglasses instead of goggles. And-
Just like that they were just where's the beer?
right.
We're gonna have fun. Different parties
Did you?
every night.
Even what about the prank? It was like so stupid, but also just so funny. It's like, if you watch this movie, you'll know what I'm all about.
Yeah, different time, as we mentioned. Decent amount of references,
Yeah,
but
The subliminal messaging when he's whispering
Oh,
to
yeah.
everybody like that
Threw
doesn't
it-
work.
threw a rolled up magazine underneath the door. It does work. Did you not see it?
Yeah, apparently it did work. I was laughing because I was watching as they're like laying in the Section 8 like bunker of all the different beers that were strewn about, and Sharps was one of
Oh, yeah.
Sharps non-alcoholic?
Sharps and O'Doul's are non-alcoholic.
Right.
beers.
Oh, is that right?
They had like five.
Only exclusively non-alcoholic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had like 5 cases of
Sharps
Sharps.
is made by like Miller, I think. So
Yeah.
it's like their non-alcoholic brand.
But then they had like Labatt and they had Miller Lite and stuff like that, which was funny because this was filmed in Canada, right? I think it's supposed to take place in Whistler.
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe that's what I was going to look that up. Did you guys look up where any of this stuff actually was filmed? Like which
Yeah.
mountains?
So Ski School was filmed partially in Whistler.
Okay,
So,
I was wondering if there was any mountains that I'd actually been to.
yeah, but the other one that I laughed at was again, typical 90s film. When they go up to ski the dome,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
get on the helicopter.
Yeah,
And then you see the helicopter go up, they start flying, and then at one point they pan back to the helicopter and there's nobody on it. And they just keep going, and then all of a sudden they're at the dome and then they both jump off. It's like, okay.
They
We'll
they
take
did
technicality.
they did film at Whistler.
okay. What about Patrol? Do you know?
Efforting.
But yeah, I don't think we
Park City.
Oh, I want to go there.
Yeah,
That's
I do too.
that's one of my bucket list items is go for Sundance and go skiing.
Yeah, I know somebody who lives out there now.
All right.
There you go.
That helps you
Look it
none.
But we don't make movies like this anymore. Why is that?
I don't know.
They hate us. There's a chance it's because people won't watch them. But
Yeah, no more Porky's type movies.
Yeah, is it just the raunchy comedies gone, or did we?
Well, I remember when Wedding Crashers came out that there was whoever that the whole crew that did that was saying, "Hey, we want to bring back like the rated R."
but
Is
like,
that Phillips?
But like the only
Maybe.
the extent of that was there was a stretch right in the beginning where they're essentially it's like a montage of all the women they hook up with, and it's
Yeah.
like girls are falling with no top on, but that's it. Like in terms of the raunchiness of nudity, it doesn't really exist. Like
Right.
at least not much, not to this extent. This felt like it was like every
felt
10
like a lot,
minutes
yeah.
you were getting a flash. At
And
least.
then, like you said, like a very, very like almost explicit sex scene
Right.
that felt like softcore.
Yeah, definitely softcore, definitely Skinamax style.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's not a market for it, or there is. I don't
Bullshit.
Know.
I think there's a market for it. I think maybe you just got to change the setting.
You know, I don't. It's like a good story along the way. It's not a bad.
That's what I know what you're saying, and I agree. I feel like we could make a ski movie.
I don't even think it has
It's
to be a ski
time.
movie.
I think it has to be a ski movie.
It has to be a ski.
Yes.
You couldn't do it like at a beach where like
You could, but then it's been done. I want a new ski movie in the vein of Ski School, but with an actually good
Like
story and good actors.
The newest ski movie I can remember is like Out Cold. That was, but that doesn't have the raunchiness per
No.
se. But funny. I love that
yeah,
movie.
make it funny, make it with good actors, make it ski, make it a ski movie, and also make it raunchy.
I mean, there was a Ski School 2.
I mean,
Also
Ken-
starring
is it
Dean
good?
Cameron.
I don't think
and Fitz, who played Styles, I think in
He made
in
his
Teen
way.
Wolf 2.
was Fitz Styles?
Yeah, in Teen Wolf 2, not
Oh, not. the
I
first
think
Teen Wolf.
I looked it up. Will Sasso is in it. An early
Why do
Will
I know that name?
He was on Mad TV.
Oh yeah, I got it.
He was Tomcat.
Yeah, he's got like a big podcast now, doesn't he, or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the only name that jumps out at me. But
Let's see what I got. A nice 44% Rotten Tomatoes, same as the Net.
same as the Net. I bet this was closer to 44. In reality, I should say.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the other movies that they are listing that are similar, and you have like Hot Dog. Did you watch that one, Martin?
I don't know Hot Dog.
sounds-
Hot Dog.
I think I
the
remember
movie.
that being played on Up All Night.
Yeah. You got Miracle Beach. There you go. Out Cold, Summer School, Aspen.
Oh, Hot Dog is a ski movie. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon Tweed. Shannon Tweed is in Hot Dog the movie.
Who's Shannon Tweed?
Oh man, you don't ever say you watch Skinamax.
Right. You get your
You
Skinamax
either-
card revoked.
You either know or you don't know who Shannon Tweed is, and you don't.
I don't.
You clearly
I'm looking
don't.
at her right now.
Well,
What
that's a
was she
terrible
in?
picture of her.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. She is. She's Gene Simmons' wife.
Yes.
Yeah, I see her with Gene Simmons somewhere right here.
I wasn't wrong.
Okay, she's in.
She's in a ton.
What are her known for?
No. Let me tell you what I don't remember is the names of the movies I was watching.
I never came in at the beginning.
Whoa.
You never came?
Nope.
That's good.
Dude, she was. She's like a Skinamax like
Okay.
icon.
Softcore.
Okay.
Yeah. Legend.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Scandalous Behavior and the Rowdy
I
Girls.
guarantee I saw. it.
Diaries of Darkness.
What are known for? I saw them.
Electra, Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle.
Maybe
No
not that
Contest, and Detroit Rock City.
She was. I mean, she was a regular in that circuit, and yeah. And then I remember she was married to Gene Simmons. That's what I remember about
Yes. Are they still together? Does it still say?
I guess she's in a.
I'll be honest,
the
Sean, it doesn't
Family Jewels. Yeah, I think she's in a show with him on A&E
Yeah, that
called
was-
Family Jewels.
That was when they did the show.
Yep.
I don't think that's on anymore.
Oh well, whatever.
But
So you're saying are they still together? They probably.
her. Connie's asking them their
I'm just asking.
if a softcore actress and
Just
a rock star are still
asking
together
for a friend.
after all these years.
They're one of the better ones.
Johnny loves love, so he just wants to make sure.
You know, I want to see those two kids made it. You know.
She has been in a lot of movies.
Yes, she has. And you know what's you know what a common theme is among most of those movies that you're looking at right there?
Yeah,
You see
Erotic
you
thriller.
You see a lot of her.
I think I got it. Oh, I've seen her in Meatballs 3. I love Meatballs 3.
I bet you have, Panama Red.
That'd have to be pretty high.
I enjoyed the ski
Excursion.
excursion.
Excursion,
sure.
yeah. I think it's fun. I think it's just
Reacclimation to the hills.
right. Get back to your, hot dogs and pizza, right? French fries and pizza. Sorry, French fries. and
Hot
pizza.
Dog, the movie.
But yeah, I would love to take my kids skiing like you did with yours. My sister-in-law lives in Steamboat, so it's a great place to go. Just got to get out there.
Yeah.
So
You got to make that happen.
yeah,
You got a free place to stay?
It's like,
Yeah.
sorry, dude, I go to Aruba every year.
right.
Steamboat Springs is the first place that Matt and I went. I got to go with an XRT ski excursion when I was working there, and got to bring a friend. Kate didn't want to go, so I brought Matt, and yeah, that's where we learned how to ski, and it was awesome. Yeah, best. You got to go. You got to take the kids. I might go to Wilmot soon, which is like in Wisconsin, not too far from here. It's like an hour or so away. If it's one of these days when it's not going to be super cold and hopefully some snow on the ground.
Theoretically, that day will come at some point.
Yeah, right. But I feel like last year we just got a ton of cold days, not a lot of snow, and it was like you never want to ski when it's like -7.
I still think we're going to get a lot of snow. I think we're getting snow this year, but
All right, good.
Time will tell.
Yeah. As always, remember that shooting the hole is just like making love. So subscribe wherever you listen to our Film Fathers podcast. Thanks, and go to bed.